Hello, and welcome back to the Postal Pleasure channel. Today we're going to look at the fourth and final bag from my huge Goodwill haul. What a great deal, $10 for the bag. This one I think is well over a quarter pounds. This might be the biggest one yet. It's loaded with Ziploc bags full of off-paper stamps. If you've watched the others, you've seen that in these videos right now, they're just a high-level video. I'm going to pull out each of the bags and take a look at what we see just through the bag. I'm not going to get into all the individual stamps yet. Eventually we will do that. We'll do individual videos on each of the bags and again get into all the details as you've seen in many of my previous videos. So without further ado, first bag out appears to be China, I believe. People's Republic of China I see in there. Looks like possibly some earlier stuff in here. Pretty exciting. Next up, I've gotten two in my hand here. Top one is Dominican Republic. Looks like over 50 stamps, closer to 100 maybe. Mostly mid-century. I don't see anything old at the first glance. Then we have Egypt, maybe just 50 stamps. A couple of older ones it looks like, but not super old. But, you know, a good bag for Egypt, that's great. Next up we have Australia. I'd say this is closer to 100 stamps. I don't see any early roos sitting on top or anything, but a nice assortment. I see a 54 there. Very nice stuff. Hopefully keep that mostly in frame here. I have to weigh my options. I can zoom out and fit more on the table, or zoom in and give you a better view of individual stamps. So I've kind of split the difference here. So if I go out of frame, I apologize. Try to keep most of them in frame. Here we have a small bag of Bermuda. I'd say maybe 20 stamps, maybe a little more. It feels fatter than it looks, I guess. Some looks like 30s, 40s maybe. It's a neat one from 48. Really like that. The Hamilton Bermuda insignia, it looks like. See some watermarks peeking through. Nice clean stuff. Beautiful stamps. Can't wait to get into those. There's a giant bag of Belgium. This is exciting. What do I see? We obviously see some later rail parcel posts. We see a Germania with a Belgian overprint from Germany. So that's going to be a wartime Belgium occupation. There's an older rail parcel post. Another Germania Belgian overprint. And on this side, what do I see? I certainly see some earlier Belgium stamps with the label still attached. That's fantastic. I see what looks like a quite old one hiding below there. That's going to be a very early, I think that's going to be a second series stamp, most likely a 20 cent cent. I don't have any of those, so that's a real nice one. I think there's some varieties of those, so it might be hard to figure out. Some more rail parcel posts, which are super common but really beautiful designs in Belgium. This is a big bag. This is probably 300 stamps or more. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a few videos. And this one looks like about 50 stamps from Bolivia. Obviously some much more modern stuff here on top, although I don't see any dates to speak of. And slightly older stuff on the back, but nothing impressively old. Let's see, it looks like 30 stamps from, you know what, these don't show well, but it's going to be, let's see, Bohemian Marn, I believe, based on what I see, I think, through the stamp. We'll just move on from that now. What do we have here? Maybe Cabo Verde. Oh, these aren't going to show well either, because they're mostly back to back, or front to front, which shows back to back. But I believe they're going to be Cabo Verde based on the few letters I see, which is Portuguese, I'll call it dependency, but maybe dependency is the wrong term technically. Bohemian Marn, some more of these. Neat. of these. Generally not a ton of value in these, but quite nice for collecting. Collecting value more than monetary value. British Guiana. I can see a 2-cent with a ship, postage, and revenue. And some older stuff over here. Really nice. Love that ship one. That's pretty neat as well. Really excited to get into this one. See a Universal Postal Union with a couple of globes. 1949. That's just a beautiful color. Almost a cobalt blue. I think we have Brazil coming up next. Yep, Brazil. Decent pack here. Well over 150 stamps. Brazil. What's next here? Bosnia and Herzegovina. Looks like maybe 10 plus stamps. Pretty typical stuff, but I'm sure it's going to fill a few holes. And here we have New Zealand. A wonderful seaplane, if you will. And it looks like a pretty fancy mini sheet with some cats on it in the background. And actually, I should say this is not all. New Zealand. It is. I see España. I see Nepal. I see Solomon Islands. So this seems to be an assorted envelope. Here we have British Honduras. And looks like mostly 40s and 50s, if I had to guess. Nice stuff. Some salvage on that one. Folded over, but it'll probably fold back. Again, I've on the few that I've checked where I've seen mints, I haven't seen any sticking together or ink transfer or whatnot. So they're all very good condition considering. Here we have looks like an Austrian one, and right off the bat, I see this with an SLD, I believe. That, I believe, is early Austrian, but it's going to be one of the offices abroad. I think maybe Turkish Empire. I don't think I have any of those yet, but I was just working with some Austrian stamps in a recent video, and saw that those existed, and went back to check to make sure I hadn't misattributed other ones that I have with that same picture, and I hadn't. But it just reminds me, because it was just last week when I was looking at these in the catalog, so I'm able to spot that very quickly. That's neat. I have no idea what they go for value-wise. I don't know if they're a nice find. Well, I mean, they're a nice find no matter what the value is, but I don't know if they're particularly expensive or not, or whether they're low value. But I'm excited to add one to my collection. Looks like we have some fairly early, not old like that last one, but slightly later ones there. These ones tend to curl very easily, but they're not too curled in this case. This one might be starting to. We have some Deutsch Ostrich, so some neat stuff. Falkland Islands, wow, that's really nice. I have some Falkland Island stamps, but not a ton. I'm sure there's going to be some new stuff in here. Looks like another South Georgia Dependencies, and something about Antarctic Expedition, maybe. So those will be neat to dig into. Being a smaller lot, probably sooner than later on that one. That one catches my eye. And getting down to it, I think this is second to the last, and it is fat. I'm saying 400 stamps here if I had to guess, maybe more. From Spain. And what do we see? Let's have a couple of red crosses there. See an airmail. And on the back, it's all the reverses, so that doesn't help very much. I'm not seeing anything incredibly old here, but you never know what's in the middle. And last one out of the bag, and this is the last of 4 bags, we get a look at Czechoslovakia, and it looks like Slovakia. So a little bit of both. Wonderful. Looks like there's some sort of mini sheet in there in the back, canceled. We'll get to see that eventually. Some beautiful designs. I'm loving that dove with a leaf in its mouth and a cross on its chest. That's a really neat, intricate design, such fine lines and good colors. These will be fun as well. So I know we're drifting off camera a little bit, but again, thanks for bearing with me through these 4 very simple first look previews of these bags from Goodwill. I'm just, thrilled to have found them. and I cannot wait to start digging into them. At the same time, I'm going to be continuing with some of my other style videos, so that we don't just drill in one direction, that we try to keep a mixture of what we're presenting, because everybody likes something a little different. Thanks again for watching.